Okay, I'm gonna
Wyrd
go out and come back
Realities
in.
explores the paranormal, preternatural, and supernatural worlds that surround us. Here we delve into those topics that challenge us to think outside the limitations of realism, where we test the boundaries of imagination and are forced to think outside the confines and restrictions of what is normal. We are the creators, the writers, the artists, and the insane. Welcome to our Wyrd Realities.
I'm just going to call this the Christmas party episode.
I think that's a great plan.
We've got
Alan's going to
one
be
here.
here. Alan will be here in a moment. He's having some technical difficulties with his computer, so he's going to try to come in with his phone or on his phone. Oh, he needs a link sent. Hold on. I don't know how to do that.
That invite at the bottom.
Yeah. Oh, I was
Hey,
trying to go a
Max.
different way. Hi, Max.
I'm in the house.
StreamYard invite. I don't see invite at the bottom.
Okay. Did you come in the way I told you to?
Yes.
Hey,
I see all the other
can you
stuff.
see me?
There he is.
Okay. Woo! There it is.
There he is. Yeah, we can see you.
Am I back?
back?
Yeah, but you're still frozen.
Okay, I'll go up.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yeah,
It
we can
is
hear you.
great.
Great. How's it
We're
going,
moving now.
Maxie?
Okay. Yay!
Yay.
Hey, Max.
I'm calling
I
this
hate
the
that.
Christmas
I
party
think my internet
episode
really
where
sucks.
anything goes.
One more time.
I think Rich should be topless in this one. Since I'm wearing a tie, Rich should be topless.
Nobody wants to see that. Well, I got this awesome sweatshirt from an excellent friend of mine, but it's too warm. It's the thing. I was burning up. I had to change into this little sweatshirt.
It's that Viking blood, that Italian Viking blood. Yeah, Scott is sick tonight. Hey, Whitney, Tony. Hi, Scott is sick tonight.
Guys.
He couldn't join us, unfortunately. So, and he had the best movie of the bunch. Did you watch mine?
I started watching both of y'all's, but they were so bad I gave up.
Yeah.
And I can't actually pinpoint which one was worse than the other because they were both so freaking bad.
Yeah, they were not good. We can.
I can't say that mine was any better, but I did watch Christmas Violence or whatever.
Christmas Violence. Yeah.
The one that you downloaded.
We'll have to talk about that one.
That was a good one.
Violent
we'll have to
Night.
talk
Yeah,
about that one.
We'll kick that one at the end because I think everybody's probably seen Christmas Vacation anyway.
Yeah, but I got it on.
Again. I started to, but it's just been a week. Well, I'm glad to see you.
Hey, Tony.
I see Max. I see Tony. I see Whitney. Hey, Whitney, give that baby a kiss for us. And Mike Lewis.
Both Tonys are here.
We got both Tonys in the house.
Yeah. That's a lot of Italian right there.
Getting a full house tonight.
Yeah.
Now I want some lasagna. So tonight, do my accent there. I guess I shouldn't do that. Huh? I get in trouble. Tonight we have Aylanda. We have Violent Christmas, Mercy Christmas, was Christmas Evil, and I forgot yours, Hadley. Yours is a good one. What's yours?
Better Watch Out.
It was Better Watch Out. Yeah. I'd seen that one a couple years ago. I'd seen that one. So, and then if we have time, National Lampoon's Vacation, we can Christmas Vacation, we can throw some of that out there. That's Rich's movie. And Violent Night, and I already mentioned that. So I hope you're all having a good holiday. This is like an extra show for us. So we're kind of a little bit spacey internet problems. We've got that big storm coming through across the nation. How's the
Yeah,
weather
we're
where
getting
you're
hit
at,
now.
Rich?
We have a high wind warning right now. It's not terrible right now, but we're supposed to get gusts up to 80 later on. So it's going to be pretty hefty. I lose power at the drop of a hat here anyway. So if we lose power, love you guys. Sorry. But we're going to get like an inch an hour of rain. So yeah, we'll see. How about you? How's your weather?
Well, how about you, Hadley?
Well, it was
we're in the
59
30s
degrees
right
at 3
now.
p.m. and it is 34 now. And the low tonight is 7.
Wow.
Damn,
So
it's
y'all
colder
know
there
people
than
in
here.
Mississippi don't have coats.
Yes.
So it's bad. It's cold.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You guys are
And
weird.
it's going to be really windy.
Don't you just buy a jacket for the looks? Like, that jacket looks cool, and you never know, it may drop to 30 degrees someday.
Yeah,
I may need it.
on average, like our cold is like
Foot
probably
closet at the
36.
house.
Yeah, it's gonna get pretty cold there.
Is it?
Just be careful.
Yeah, we
How about
get
you?
down into the teens sometimes. Yes. It's in the 30s.
Our average right now is
up where I
probably
work.
30,
I work up by
25.
Tahoe. Yeah. In fact, I work up by Tahoe, and it was still in the 30s today. But last week it was in the teens. That ice was just hanging on those roads.
Yeah, you got a bunch of snow too, didn't you?
Hey, this is the Weather Channel, folks. Thanks for joining us. Huh?
Well, Max is saying that he hasn't had power for almost 3 days last week.
Oh.
Max, where are you?
Wow.
Max is in New Hampshire.
Sorry, Max.
Nice.
Oh.
Yeah, Landa's in Texas. She comes up far from me. That's what's moving.
This is gonna hurt people.
Yeah, y'all stay warm.
I think you're behind us.
We're here to keep you laughing and jolly and doing all the fun stuff tonight.
I hope you all have good plans for your weekend. Yeah. Hey, Tina, check Horror Writers Inc. We might be on Horror Writers Inc.
We should be on
so Max
Horror
says
Writers Inc. Go ahead.
I don't see Tina.
Yeah, she's watching it on YouTube, but was trying to comment on trying to get on Facebook too. She's got it on the big screen and then on the phone. Right. Max says he's between Rich and Scott. Well, that's a good place to be.
Yeah. It's a Max sandwich. True story.
Probably warm.
Should we get started? Let's get started.
Yes, let's get started. You want to go first, Hadley? Yes, you do. I heard you say you wanted to go first.
I did. So my movie, I wasn't really familiar with any of the movies that I saw on a list, so I thought this was a good one to try. And it was, what was the name of it again? So good. I'm so prepared.
Better Watch Out.
Yeah, You Better Watch Out. And it is a story where this teenager is going to her babysitting gig, and the little boy has a crush on her. And he's just this little perfect cherub of a boy, about 12 years old, and it's him and his friend, and they're talking about tonight's the night he's going to make his move. And it starts off, and it's really not bad. And you really kind of buy into it. The acting was great. These kids were really good at what they were doing. I did not hate it, but it took a very dark twist. And I was not prepared for how dark this movie was. And I'm just tonight I'm doing spoilers. I'm just gonna tell y'all. So yeah, this kid, he's playing this whole thing, and they're making it look like a murderer's trying to get them, so that the teenage girl will fall for the boy and he can save her and get his first kiss, and whatever else will happen. Well, of course there's a catching the plan, and everything kind of goes askew, but still he turns out to be quite the little psychopath. And I was not prepared for some of the scenes in this movie. I will say that it was dark and twisted. I don't like my Christmases this dark, so I'm not going to go much further into it. There were some scenes that were a little hard to watch with the paint can.
Yeah.
I didn't really,
Oh
I
yeah.
didn't really have a joyously Christmas ending. And I usually like to pick some that make me laugh. This did not make me laugh. It was not a bad movie if you're into the kind of darker Christmas movies, but I'm not. It might be up your speed, but none of the movies this week did me any favors. I did, however, watch a movie this morning. What was it? I told you the name of it. Send it to both of
Uh,
you.
Christmas tree, something
The
tree kill or
Killing Tree.
Christmas kill?
Killing Tree,
Killing tree.
and it was
Killing Tree.
hysterical. Within the first 5 minutes, it made me laugh out loud, and I would recommend it. It is on maybe Tubi. And if you want something to make you laugh, it's a dark, hard Christmas. This was it. And the guy is brought back from the dead, and he is put into a Christmas tree, and the visuals are hilarious. Like I said, this Christmas tree is going around killing people. So I enjoyed it. I'm gonna push it. If you want to see something fun, watch it. Hey Mona,
Hey, Mona.
but
Hey
the
Mona.
movie that I did pick for the week, I'm not even going to give it a 3. I'm going to give it probably a 2.5 because it was just too dark for Christmas.
Well, this one, it came out, and I think the Babysitter movies were out, 1 and 2, and those aren't bad movies. They've got some humor to it, and they're fun. We've reviewed them before on here. So then this one came out, and it was the same, Babysitter with. So we thought, oh, okay. Tina and I were watching it, thought maybe this is going to be similar. The kid and the babysitter were going to band together to fight off this evil or whatever was happening, right? No, the kid's the biggest a-hole,
Yeah.
and he's we can't say this on YouTube because they'll get us, but he wants her more than a friend, by force. And so that took a dark turn, but it is a fun movie in a way. There's a lot of cool things in it. I thought is like an evil Home Alone kind of. But I didn't hate this movie, and it didn't make me feel as bad as some of those movies. And the main actress, and the psychopath sidekick, they played brother and sisters in The Visit. You ever seen that movie?
I don't know.
It's where they go, brother and sister go to stay with their grandparents, and they're not their grandparents.
Oh, they're not their grandparents. Yes,
Yeah.
I did see that. Yeah.
M. Night Shyamalan, and that's not a bad movie either. That's a pretty good movie. But I just thought that was funny that they played siblings, and then he kind of was attracted to her too, and was trying to help her out. I recommend this movie. I do. I'm not as down on it as Hallie is, but I can see her point, on this. But definitely, I would give this one, since we're rating out of turn now. Hallie, it's a disturb. Oh, I know, because it's the Christmas party episode. I would give it probably about a 3.5. So.
Yeah,
Rich?
I think
I'm
that
glad
might
you liked
be.
it was like I thought to myself, did we just pick bad movies this week?
I think 3.5 might be a little high on this one.
You might
This
be a
was-
little high on this one.
I would love to be. This was bordering on torture porn for a little while.
Yeah.
Basically, this kid is a psychopath, and you're supposed to believe that accidents are happening, and this kid didn't really mean for this to happen. But I think he did. I think he planned the whole thing, all the murders, all of it from the very beginning.
Yeah.
He tricked his buddy into helping him, and then he kills his buddy too, and he kills these other two kids who are the woman he loves, the girl he loves. They're like her ex-boyfriends or current boyfriends, or I don't know, whatever it was.
Yeah.
But it was just, he ties this one kid up and he kills him with a paint can, and it was unnecessary. A lot of it was, like I said, I don't like torture movies, and it went down that road because half the movie, or 2/3 of the movie, this poor girl's tied to a chair, and then they tie her other boyfriend to a chair, and it was just, I don't know, it's not for me. I don't like that kind of film. That said, I would probably give this like a 2.5, maybe a 2.6. but no more than that.
I get
just
no
'cause
respect. I get no respect.
Nah, it's not you. I think this is my kind of dislike because I don't like the torture movies. Like I will never watch the Saw movies. I saw the first one and that was enough for me. Hostel, same thing. I don't need to see that crap. I love scary movies. I don't mind gore and blood and death and all that stuff, but torture just doesn't do it for me.
I'm gonna say I don't necessarily have a problem with some torture because I did see like the first 3 Saw movies. They didn't bother me, but what bothered me was it was just so bleak for a Christmas movie.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
need a happy ending for Christmas. It's effing Christmas.
It
You
was.
I need a little bit of joy somewhere. And at the end, I didn't
We
feel
all
like
happy.
there was anything to resolve
Yeah.
and to fix it. If he had maybe, and like I said, I
Hey,
watched
Lee.
the whole
You don't think
movie.
she was going to be safe, right?
Yeah, I mean, I would have liked it, but and I'll say this: I do agree that he planned it because if you listened when he was talking
Mhm.
about the cat, he killed the cat on purpose, or the neighbor's
Oh
pet.
yeah. Yeah.
And he finally, she was like, "You felt so
Oh,
bad
yeah.
about that," and he said,
Yeah.
"No, I didn't. I planned that." And you just see this dark, sinister side to this kid, which was really kind of creepy.
Yeah.
But like I said, there was just no joy in it, and I need for Christmas to be scary.
No.
I still need something at the end of the day. I need my Christmas magic, guys.
So this kid nails crazy. He does.
Right.
He's a really good actor when it comes to him being a little
Yeah.
shit, and he nails crazy. And the girl, she wasn't this little helpless person. But she was tied to a freaking chair for
No.
half the film, and it
Hey, Chelsea.
ends okay. I would have chosen a different ending, but
Yeah.
it ends all right.
Well, again, the kids were great
Yeah.
actors.
Resolve.
Oh yeah, they were great, fantastic.
Than it was.
Hey, Chelsea.
Right.
And in comparison to the other
Oh, hey,
movies
real
we
quick.
watched,
Hi, Jenny Edwards.
Yep. Lee and Chassis in the house.
Yeah. Well, to me, this was the better of the movies of the original ones we picked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rich, do you want to do?
Yeah, I can go into mine.
Scott's or
well, I mean,
Let's
Scott
get to the end to do Scott's because it wasn't
Yeah.
a horror movie.
right. So I'll do mine. I picked Mercy Christmas.
okay.
I don't know why I picked Mercy Christmas.
Oh, you
I
picked
wish
that.
didn't
I
pick
thought
Mercy
Scott did.
Yeah.
Oh.
No, that was mine.
I thought Scott
yeah.
did. Oh,
No,
this is
he picked
Scott
exactly.
movie.
The roles are reversed here.
It's-
Usually, I would go with the funny one. Well, I thought this was going to be funny. It's touted as a horror comedy, but I don't know what year it was made, and I don't know who
Right.
directed it because this movie sucked so bad it hurt my teeth. It was like chewing on tinfoil. Here's the plot. Don't friggin' bother because I love you guys. I'll give it to you. Idiot husky guy gets invited to coworker's house hot coworker's house for a family Christmas he's never really had. Shockingly, he is the main
Mike
course
Brisket.
of the meal. Right. And he's such a little bitch that he should have had a cape with an SB on it.
Yeah.
Little bitch.
Right.
Little bitch. Super bitch. Super bitch. You're supposed to feel sorry for this guy, but honestly, after watching him for 20 minutes, I started rooting for the cannibals. I did. And here's where it turns into, now this is straight up torture porn. The cannibal family, they've captured these 3 other unfortunates, and they eat one guy, and then they hack the legs off the other with a cleaver. I mean, once in a while that's okay, but not. I mean, that's like a 3-minute scene of them just hacking this guy's legs off, and they kick this girl in the ribs until she's broken. So the movie turns into an escape flick with the husky guy carrying around the legless dude on his back, while the husky crawls around and hides under tables, all in an attempt to get out of the house and get help for the broken chick. Half the film is poor husky being mercilessly shocked with this Christmas light necklace by his asshole boss, who's the hot cannibal girl's brother, and needs Husky to finish some friggin' report for work. I mean, what?
I didn't get that. I didn't get
me
that
neither.
part.
So, I mean, we're all cannibal curious anyway, right? So why not just eat this dude outright and save me an hour of eyeball pain? Seriously. So hefty brother, grandma, and dad are also flesh eaters, and the whole family, being cannibals, can eat a bag of dicks as far as I'm concerned. The one redeeming quality of the film,
Tell us
which
how
is
you
in
really
no
feel.
way makes up for the rest of the crap you'll have to put up with if you watch it, was the big dude carrying the legless dude on his back and the two of them getting sweet revenge on the bad guys. Another somewhat funny thing about the film is that Husky's last name is Brisket. So, I mean,
Mike Brisket.
this is just another horror writer coming up with new and inventive ways to murder people, except those ways were neither new nor inventive. They've all been done. The film has 2.5 stars out of 5, and that really makes me wonder about the future of humanity. How could you? Oh my God, it's so bad. Also, this movie has already been done, and I had reviewed it before, and it was done much better. Watch the film Gravy if you want to see people fighting off cannibals
Gravy,
in a
yes.
modern indoor setting. That's a great film.
Yes.
It's a good movie,
Gravy,
and it's
yes.
still got the blood and the guts, but it's not torture porn like this was. So negative dongs on this one, but still better than Hobo with a Shotgun. What did you guys think? Alan, what do you say?
All right. I don't think Hadley watched. Did you watch this, Hadley? If you did or watch part, go ahead.
I did not make it that far. To me, like the first 20 minutes, it was like a very dull Hallmark movie. And I just checked out. I was like, sorry, I can't do that.
Oh, well, no, it was no Hallmark movie. I love the guy's name,
Apparently
Mike
not.
Brisket.
Hallmark gone wrong.
Maybe the new Hallmark. Mike Brisket, from the beginning, I didn't know what this movie was about. And from the beginning, Mike Brisket, okay, then I knew. We love to have you over for dinner. They say crap like that. It's like, this movie, yeah, you're like you said, it was torture porn, and it gives a new meaning to eating. It was gross.
It was.
Thank you, just my tie. Yeah. The only good part I think is when the legless guy hit the grandma in the face with the iron. Yeah, I thought that was, I like that. Yeah, and then he dies. He goes through all that. He's got his stuff, and of course he's okay because they did that. What they do? They soldered his wounds, cauterized his wounds with the iron. So he's okay. But I liked his anger. He was pissed. He just wanted to kill those people. That's all.
And and his little and the bitch carrying him around. He's like, oh no, I can't hurt anybody. I don't want to hurt them. And the guy's like, kill this kill him.
Yeah, Mike Brisket was such a bitch.
I know.
You didn't care for his character. You didn't. I felt sorry for the girl that got kicked the crap out of her, and the guy with no legs. Just because they went through a lot. But yeah, this movie was horrible. It was horrible, and they seemed to be proud of it. It did have a good ending. It had an ending you would like, Hadley.
Was it a happy ending?
They were all happy about it. Had carolers at the end, and it had a California Christmas.
It did.
But I'll give this, you know what, Rich, I'm going to go with you, and we're going to take our hands and we're going to touch negative dongs on this.
Right.
Because this is
no good dongs
this
here.
Is a negative dong movie. Yeah, nothing.
No touching.
No touching. But yeah. You're right, Landon. That was good. When he had the guy strapped to his back, that's when the movie really picked up, and it was watchable. When they got revenge on the cannibal family, that was the best part.
Yeah, it was the only part that didn't suck.
Yeah,
it was bad.
Right.
There was no good part of this except for that. It wasn't, and honestly, it wasn't even the fact that the guy. It was good when he was carrying him around a bit on his back. Yeah. It was the idea of it was good. The movie itself still sucked. That whole portion of it just sucked.
But the acting wasn't bad. I didn't think the acting was horrible.
I didn't like it. I thought so. I thought the brother, the brother that was shocking him, and then his sister,
right?
They did good, and the girl, the dispatcher, she was all right. Everybody else just kind of eh.
Well, the dad kept saying all these cliches, which drove me crazy. His whole dialogue was cliches. It's like, what, they just go to one of those affirmative, affirmation book and write his dialogue right after affirmations, trying to make it ironic that he's so, Christmas and blah, blah. We go to church and everything. And then we're these cannibals, I thought this was a Scott movie. So, Rich, my mind is blown
Yeah.
because I really thought this was Scott picked this one.
Nope, this was me. Scott
Jeez.
picked Christmas Vacation.
Okay,
Christmas
I thought you
Vacation.
did.
No, that is a Christmas icon. It's one of the best movies ever made for Christmas.
Right.
I'm a huge fan of that. Well, I suppose we can just go into that right now. I'm a huge fan of
Go
that movie.
right into that since you're here.
Always have been. Well, actually, did we get dongs out of Hadley? Hadley, how many dongs on the last movie?
None.
We get dogs
None.
out of habit.
0 dongs. Yeah.
I couldn't even get worked up for it. So.
So no dongs out of you, Hadley.
0 dongs.
0 dongs.
I'm gonna give it a -1.
I called in with a headache on it.
Not tonight. It's a headache. Well, let's jump into National Lampoons, then we'll jump into mine. Then we'll jump into that Violent Night. How about that? Does that sound good?
Sure.
Okay.
Okay, go ahead, Rich. Throw us
I
National
mean,
Lampoon.
We can all do this one because I think everybody, both on the screen here and in the chat room, has seen National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. Chevy Chase, Randy Quaid. It's a fantastic movie. It's really done well. Chevy Chase is, it's Clark Griswold doing what Clark Griswold does, and this just everything about it is really, really funny, especially the end when Randy Quaid, who's legitimately crazy, actually like in real life crazy, he goes to kidnap Chevy Chase's boss because Chevy Chase got his bonus was the Jelly of the Month Club instead of the normal bonus that they usually get, and he was quite upset about that. So again, everybody's seen this movie. You all know how it ends and what goes on, but it's a movie that I enjoy watching. I watch it pretty much every Christmas, and of course I watched it again this Christmas. And me, dong level, this is like a 4.5 dong level. I'll give it 4.5 dongs.
Wow.
What do you think, Hadley?
I think that this is probably the last National Lampoons that scored for me. National Lampoons just has kind of tumbled off, but these Chevy Chase, Beverly D'Angelo, National Lampoon Vacation films were great. And Cousin Eddie, there's so much fun with this. I don't think anyone could watch it and not enjoy it. So, do I have to give dongs now, or are we waiting?
Yeah, doesn't matter. Now, later, whatever.
Give dongs.
I think it's a solid 4 dongs.
This movie's a lot of fun, and like you said, Hadley, it's the last National Lampoon movie that was any good. And Beverly D'Angelo, she made another great Christmas movie. We're going to talk about that a little bit later. But this one's a lot of fun. I love the lights on the house scenes because I've had neighbors. I'm sure you've all had neighbors, if you're not like that do that. And I love Christmas lights. So I hate putting them up, but I love looking at them.
Same.
So,
I love the squirrel scene. That's my favorite scene.
That is funny.
Yeah. And the bonus scene, you can relate. I think most people can relate to that. Expecting a great bonus or a bonus and not getting it. That could hit too close to home. I'll give this one 5 dongs. Definitely.
Nice.
Oh, nice, Alan.
Yeah.
It's solid. It's a solid film.
Solid 5 dongs. So.
Well, it was when Chevy Chase was still funny.
Right. Right. Yeah. Because
everybody's afraid they have a Cousin Eddie in the family. What Mark Lewis just posted.
Let's put that up.
and if you're not afraid, you are. You are the Cousin Eddie.
I don't want to be the Cousin Eddie.
No.
We have a house that me and Cece will go drive by every Christmas. That they have like the leg lamps in the front yard, and they have a Cousin Eddie in the RV with the water hose. And we just get tickled every year and ride by it. But
cool.
There's some great one-liners and moments in that like I said, everybody can appreciate. I hate Scott here. I would have loved to have heard him immortalize this for us.
Right. He would have done.
For those that missed it, Scott's out sick tonight, so. everybody.
Yeah.
Hit
Poor
him
Scott.
some good juju because he needs it.
Yes, he does. Okay, well, you want me to move on to mine? Then
Sure.
we'll move on to
Go
mine.
ahead.
Okay. Mine is Christmas Evil. The only reason I picked this one is because for years I read in Fangoria when they would talk about, Fangoria horror magazine. Um, they would, your beard is on point, Red. Look at that. Look at
Hey, Tina.
Anyway, I read in Fangoria that Christmas Evil was one of the better horror Halloween Christmas movies. And
Thank
so
you, Tina.
I never watched it, never saw it, and I thought, well, tonight's a good time to bust into that. So here is a synopsis of this masterpiece that Fangoria pushes, Christmas Evil. Christmas Eve, 1947. Young Harry, a true believer in Santa, catches his mother being sexually groped by his father, who is dressed up as Santa. Upset at his mom whoring it up with jolly old St. Nick, he throws a fit like a little bitch up to the attic, where he cuts his hand with a shard of glass from a shattered snow globe. Then we jump to 1980. The adult Harry, played by Brandon Maggart, now works as a manager of the shittiest toy factory ever, Jolly Dreams Toy Factory. It's the kind of place that makes the plastic trucks with the wheels that don't roll, and when you get those summer sand bucket toys with the funky, crappy toys in it, that's the kind of toy factory he works at. At home, he has taken upon himself to become a real life Santa. From the roof of his building, he creepily uses binoculars to spy on who's naughty or nice. I mean, it's just creepy. Harry has a grudge against one kid. His name's Moss Garcia, who is shown rifling through a Penthouse magazine and cutting out nude photographs. So this kid's bad, really bad. Harry runs back home and writes Moss's name in his bad boys and girls book, because he's got a bad boy girl book and he's got a nice boy and girl book. Big old thick tome. At one point, Harry asks the neighbor kids what they want for Christmas, and they reply with the usual dolls and bikes. Moss, however, shouts out at Harry that he wants a subscription to Penthouse for Christmas. Of course, the weirdo Harry bristles at this, and he slides further into his Santa psychosis as he is ridiculed by his co-workers and friends. Harry's brother Phil, played by The Walking Dead's Jeffrey DeMunn, who played Dale on The Walking Dead. Remember Dale for the first couple seasons? Great character. He isn't much more stable than his brother, and he starts to worry about Harry. Harry makes himself a Santa costume and starts to fully embrace the notion he is Santa. Harry then goes on a killing spree, taking out those he feels wrong him, all the while handing out presents to kids. Harry even paints his van to look like Santa's sleigh. The evil Santa is eventually tracked down by torch-wielding neighbors like the Frankenstein's monster. I mean, seriously, these people, it's 80s. Yes, this is 1980, right? No one has a flashlight, but they make torches. And they chase them through the neighborhood. So he goes and sees his brother, and his brother freaks out because he knows he's the killer because it's on the news. And he strangles Harry unconscious, and then he drags his body in. His kids are got two kids that are watching all this, watches his uncle strangle out, or his dad strangle out his uncle. Then Phil drags Harry into his Santa sleigh van, puts him in there and leaves him. Well, Harry wakes up, punches Phil in the face, and then drives off, being chased by the torch-wielding neighborhood. So then Harry loses control of his van. He's on a bridge. He crashes, flies off this bridge, and somehow magically flies across the moon. And that's how it ends. It ends with this van crossing the moon like Santa and his reindeer sleigh.
Yeah.
I wasted 80 minutes on this movie.
You'll never get it back either.
It was horrible. I don't think gory.
Excuse me.
No. I mean, it kind of had this guy slipping into the psychosis, which was kind of cool. And if they had a better script, actors, and a director, it probably would have been interesting. But it was.
If they had all the things better.
The thing that the thing was.
Uh-oh.
I didn't catch that, Hadley.
I said if they had all the things better,
Am I
it would have
froze?
been an okay movie.
No, you're good now. You were frozen a minute ago.
Yes, different movie. If it was a different movie, it'd be better.
Yeah,
But
if it
it
didn't
had
suck,
that
it would have been good.
80s grindhouse look. Yeah, right. It had
A
that
little bit,
80s
yeah.
grindhouse look to it. You know, because that's when it was filmed. I think it was filmed in like New Jersey or somewhere like that.
Yep.
But it had a couple of stars in it. It had Raymond J. Barry. If you watch Justified, he played Raylan Gibbons' dad in that. And it had Mark Margolis, who played Tio Salamanca in Breaking Bad. You know, ring, 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 ring. You know. And it had Patricia Richardson from Home Improvement. Tim Allen's played Tim Allen's wife. And so it had and Jeffrey DeMunn. So it did have some actors in it, but it's a bad movie. It sucked. It sucked. It sucked. It sucked. It sucked. Fangoria, I hate you. I don't know how many years I kept reading it. 20 years in Fangoria and saying, "Hey, you gotta watch this one. It's a great horror movie."
It was a lie. Somebody got paid off.
This movie gets no. It's yes. This movie gets no dongs. There's no touching of a dong for this one. What do you think?
I thought nothing could be worse than Rich's movie. And then I turned this one on. And I was like, oh my God. I can't even tell you which one was worse because they were both so bad. Alan's was just painfully slow. And I just could not even care to watch it. So I apologize, Alan. It was just.
Hey,
I apologize to both of y'all.
You're okay.
I mean, I watched them, but I didn't.
I think we'll survive this one. you can be proud that you didn't put the time in, because I did, and I just. I didn't think it was possible to dislike a Christmas movie more than I disliked Mercy Christmas. But this thing was as bad as that, but it was also significantly slower. It was just so painful. And
yes,
the ending is supposed to leave you with this guy is going to go and mete out, Christmas justice to people he thinks are evil. But it just come off as what? It was like it just came off so terrible. And there's, like Alan said, there's some names in it that you'll know. They're not big names, but they're definitely names you'll know.
Yes.
But none of them really did anything in the movie. They were kind of. It was before they were really famous. Because this was 30 years ago, more.
Yeah, 1980. Now, yeah.
Right? Yeah.
Probably 1979. It was probably made.
Yeah, something like that, and it was just so bad. This is one of those movies that you absolutely need to stay away from because you are going to be dumber if you watch the whole thing. I lost brain cells watching this. I feel stupid just talking about it. It was just so bad. So don't watch it. What was it called? Christmas Evil. So put that on your list for
Christmas
Santa
Evil.
to take that and throw it away because it just sucked so bad. No dongs. Zilch.
My favorite part still is when he's, "What do you want for Christmas?" And the kids, "Dolls, bikes," and he says, "I want a Penthouse subscription." It's like, what the hell?
Well, I'm going to
That's a
go
bad
back
kid.
and I'm going to recommend The Killing Tree. It's on Tubi. It's a 2022 movie, so it's a new release, and I think y'all should go watch it.
Killing Tree.
You'll believe in Christmas again.
Damn. Yeah, that was a painful film.
Yeah, and look at the comments.
Think of me when you watch the Christmas tree driving the car.
Christmas tree.
It reminds me of
now I have to see the movie.
Velociraptor. Was it special effects is good?
Velocipaster. Yeah.
No, this actually, I mean, the acting, the scenes, everything was not bad. I wish I had found out about it sooner.
Yeah, we could have picked that movie. But there is a silver lining for tonight, everyone, because we watched Violent Night with David Harbour and John Leguizamo and Christmas Vacation. Help me, you just said her name. All I can think of is Bonnie Bedelia, but that's
Beverly
hard.
D'Angelo.
Beverly D'Angelo, right?
Beverly D'Angelo.
And this film, It grabs you right at the beginning, and it just never lets go. There's lots of blood. It's definitely, I wouldn't call it a horror movie. It's more like a Die Hard with the real Santa. And so Santa's actually the real Santa in this, and you find out later on in the movie that he's an ex-Viking warrior, you never really truly find out how he became Santa. But the thing is, this movie just came out. I think it was released yesterday, wasn't it? Wasn't it yesterday?
It was on at the theaters though, because
Right, yeah.
Chassie had seen
yeah.
it. She recommended it to me.
Yeah, it was a good recommendation because this was a good flick. John Leguizamo, one of the most underrated actors of our day. He's such a great bad guy. He plays such a fantastic I don't give a shit bad guy. And
I have loved
this was no
him
exception.
ever since Spawn.
Yeah, Spawn. I forgot about Spawn. So yeah, I highly recommend this movie. Think of it's like a 1980s action movie, but the good guy is actually Santa Claus, and he metes out justice with a sledgehammer. He does. You don't mess with Santa. So he kills people. So what'd you guys think of this?
This is my kind of Christmas horror. And I mean, like you said, maybe it's not really what you would call horror, but I loved it. I really enjoyed it. It was fun. It was Christmassy. I loved how the bad guys all had their little Christmas outfits.
Yeah.
And it was a fun movie. And I highly recommend it. I think everybody will enjoy it.
Big
Alan?
Man? Okay, I thought this was overhyped. I thought, oh man, it can't be, that good. Oh my gosh, I love this movie. I liked how David Harbour he fumbled at first as Santa. He's kind of scared. I got to get out of here. And then his reindeer leave him, and so he's stuck. And then he can't do his nose trick where he goes up a chimney for some reason. He's freaking out. And then when he's fighting these guys, he's just stumbling at the beginning. So I thought that was cool. He wasn't a superhero at the beginning. Wasn't just wiping these guys out. He was stumbling around, and I like that. I thought that was cool. And then of course, you find out he's this Viking, and then he's got that. When he was a Viking, he had that hammer. What was it, Skull Crusher or whatever?
Skull Crusher.
And you're like, okay. And then he morphs into this badass eventually. Remembers who was, 1,000 years ago. Max, I think it's like streaming wherever you can rent them. Amazon. Yeah, I know it's on Amazon. Yeah, it's streaming on Amazon. You can rent it there. I think it's on Vudu, wherever they rent movies. But there's a lot of blood, violence. It's not a kiddie movie for sure. It's got heart. It's got a lot of freaking humor. My favorite part was the nutcracker torture scene. I love that. See, grab his ball sack. I'm not grabbing his ball sack. I've seen you scoop brains out. I'm not touching his junk. I will. I'll do it. I'll do it.
What was that, Hadley?
I was worried the reindeer were dead. I was happy to see that they just cruised off.
Yeah.
Oh.
But I was when he was running towards the window, I was just waiting for one to go fly, off the roof. But no reindeer were hurt in the filming of this.
Yeah. No. And Lucas Miles, this is the second action Christmas movie he's made. Can you tell me what the first one was? Anybody? What was the first Christmas action movie? And he John Leguizamo, and he played a bad guy. Same kind of. What was that? What was the first movie he was in? That was first Christmas action movie.
I don't know.
Come on, folks.
Hold on.
He played a bad guy.
I don't know.
He played a bad guy.
John Leguizamo.
Die Hard 2. Die Harder.
No,
He was in that.
That wasn't his first movie, though.
He is?
He was in that. Yeah, he's in that.
I remember him in that.
He's in Die Hard 2. Yeah.
Huh.
He's one of the robber terrorist guys. Yeah. Okay. One of the guys at the church. I think he's at the church originally, when they're setting up. Anyway, highly recommend this one. This was a lot of fun. We laughed. The violence was over the top.
It is.
I mean, it was
Viking
great.
Warrior. Hello.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
He
the
likes to
guy,
smash people.
what's his name from Twilight? Yeah, the guy from
I
Twilight
don't know.
and Priest. He played the actor,
Yeah.
the cheesy
Oh yeah,
B mover.
he did all right. I
was
can't remember his
He
name.
was
He
Yeah.
was good.
the husband.
Yeah. The douchebag husband.
Yeah,
I can't remember his name.
Cam. I can't say his last name.
Cam
I
Gagnett.
don't have,
Cam
yeah, I don't have my
Gagnett or
glasses
whatever.
on, so I can't even try.
Yeah, he was in Priest. He played the sheriff. And then the kid, Bertrude.
And
Bertrude.
the
I love that
daughter,
name.
what is she plays in the Righteous Gemstones with Danny McBride and Walter Goggins.
Oh,
She plays the sister.
that's right. She's in Vice Principals
Well, if
too.
y'all haven't seen the Righteous Gemstones, that's some of the.
Yeah.
It makes me laugh. I'm gonna probably have to go rewatch it while the holidays are going on. It's so funny. Yes, Landa's got the name right. I just couldn't.
She was in Cam. Yeah, he did great. His character was great. He was such a douche. But the whole family, they were a bunch of douches. Except, little girl was cool. Her character brought heart to the movie.
Yeah.
That it needed.
Yeah, she did the whole Home Alone thing. She made booby traps for the terrorists.
That
who
was
ended
scene
up
was
again being
great.
thieves. Yeah, it was. It was glue trap.
That Bjorn guy, he got the worst of it. That was
Yeah. You could see it
but
coming
yeah,
too.
no. Yeah. No, this was highly Rich recommended this for us, and man, I'm glad you did. Thank you. It was great.
Oh,
It was a
I
lot
had
of
to
fun.
make up for that other ridiculous thing I had you guys watch. It was like I said, chewing tinfoil. It was so bad.
This made up for everything.
This was
Even made up
fun.
for my movie.
I'm telling you, I was like, we picked some of the worst movies.
I know this was just a tough week. Thanks, Tina.
Yeah, well,
And thanks for the beard
Christmas
coat.
Vacation, always a classic.
too bad
And this
a
one is a new
Scotsman.
classic. I'm going to add this to my watch.
Who's that beard comment? Douglas. I'm looking for the beard comment. There it is.
So 5 dongs.
Oh, I'll give this one 5 dongs. Yeah.
I'm telling you, I'm adding it to what I watch for Christmas.
Go out and see this one.
Yeah,
And
if you guys haven't seen this,
you can rent it for $20 on Prime or go see it at the theater.
yeah, this could actually be a theater movie. It could be really good in the theaters.
Well, it was released in the theater first, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think it's still there. Isn't it still there?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I think so.
So
I think they threw it out to streaming because Christmas.
What else are y'all
I
watching?
finished Jack Ryan, the new series, new season. I finished that.
Oh,
I'm
damn
gonna
it!
start that. Don't tell me.
Yeah.
Tulsa
I'm gonna
King.
crush that.
If you have not seen Tulsa King, I give it 6 dongs.
Yeah, Tulsa King's good. It really is. It's
I haven't
Sylvester
seen that.
Stallone.
I haven't seen that yet.
Sylvester Stallone
I'm
is
not
a
a Sylvester
gangster.
Stallone fan, and love it.
Yeah, it was pretty good. You guys should definitely watch Tulsa King.
Yeah,
I
Tina
watched-
would like Tulsa King.
I watched Peripheral. Did you guys watch that? It was okay. It was pretty good.
Thank you,
I
Tina.
told you to watch that. It was great. I loved it.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty good. Damn.
Yellowstone.
Well,
did you watch
the
Yellowstone show?
I have still not seen
1923?
Yellowstone.
Yeah. Have you seen it?
I
I
haven't.
watched 1923.
I haven't seen
It was good,
1923. Alan, is it good?
Is that like a prequel?
Oh yeah, there's only one episode. Yeah,
Oh.
It Harrison Ford, Helen Mirren, James Badge Dale. Oh my gosh,
Was it better
it's
than
good. I
1883?
really liked it. It's as good, I think. It's as good.
I don't know. Have you guys seen Alice in Borderland, the first season, because the second season came out today. But now that I know Jack Ryan is on, I gotta watch Jack Ryan first. I might actually do one of those later tonight, just because I love that show so much. But Alice in Borderland is this. It takes place in Tokyo, and it's a Japanese production. And these people from just like select people just get sucked into this. It's an exact copy of the city, but it's got to have supernatural aspects of it, because what you have to do is you have to do these puzzles, and if you complete the puzzle you get a card, and once you get enough cards you can actually get out, but no one's gotten out yet because the puzzles get harder and harder as they go along, and if you fail the puzzle you die, and if you don't go to the puzzle you die. So it's pretty funky, yeah. And there's like a hierarchy of people that are like sort of getting along. Everybody's partying because they don't know if they're going to be dead tomorrow. So it's actually quite good. It's called Alice in Borderland.
Wow. No, I haven't seen it. I've seen it advertised.
Yeah,
I've seen it advertised, but I have not seen it. I'll check it out on your recommendation.
Yeah, it's
but check out that 1923. There's only one episode, that we do it weekly. So
I need to watch.
How about Ghost? Do you guys watch
Ghosts?
You do, and what I hate though is the way they make it is so. Huh? Oh, Ghost, the sitcom. Have you watched that?
Yeah. Is that what you were talking about?
Yeah.
I think you're like a couple of seconds behind us, like hearing. It's got to be.
I probably am. Connection. Yeah, I'm gonna have to connect straight to my modem, I think.
Max is talking about Peripheral. I really like Peripheral, and if you haven't seen it, Alan, you should totally watch it.
I gotta check it out.
Do you know anything about it?
It looks good.
It's about consciousness transference. It's really good. It's I don't want to wreck it for you, but yeah, you got to watch it.
Yeah, it was really good. It surprised me how it got me. I'm not a big sci-fi fan, and it grabbed me and kept me.
Yeah, it's definitely worth watching.
So, have y'all watched that show on what is it? Netflix with is it 1889 or something?
Oh, with the ship on the boat?
Yeah, with the ship.
No, I haven't seen it yet, but I'm definitely going to watch it.
I've heard good things about it.
Yeah, me too. They go to help another boat or something like that has been lost, and I don't know if it's the Bermuda Triangle, but it's something like that. Well, Ollie's here.
Wow, he's in the other room. He's in the other room. If someone would bring him in, I could put him on air.
Show us. We want to see him.
If someone could bring Ollie in.
Tina.
If someone could bring Ollie in.
We would love to see Ollie.
We would love to see the baby.
Is Whitney still here, or does she have Ollie?
Well,
Kevin was on.
If you guys could bring Ollie into the studio, I could show everybody. We'll see. Let's see what they do. The thing I heard about that show you were talking about with the boat, I heard the payoff sucks on it.
Oh, that's depressing. Yeah. That makes me sad.
Oh, he's not here yet? No. Oh, Mom said he was here. Oh, no, he's not here. Tina said he was here, but he's not. So sorry, guys.
Just keep the sugar out of y'allselves.
Right. Now, have you seen that TV show, Happy?
Yes. What's his name?
Chris Maloney.
Yeah, Christopher Maloney.
The one with
I heard about it. Chrissy
unicorn?
watched it. She really liked it.
Yeah. It's actually pretty funny.
Yes.
I saw the first couple episodes.
It is.
It's definitely, again, another one that's worth seeing.
I tell everyone, watch Sprung.
Yeah,
I don't know if anyone has, but it made me laugh really hard.
Which one, Hadley?
Sprung. It's the same people
Sprung.
that did
My
Name is Earl.
Oh, Sprung.
You had been telling me about
God,
that. I still haven't seen it.
I watched the first episode. It's pretty funny.
The whole thing was funny. It just makes fun of 2020, and I love making fun of 2020. So, oh,
Thanks, Max.
Book.
Thanks, buddy.
Yeah.
Appreciate that. Wow.
There you go.
I think there's a lot of disconnect between the
and
three
Rich
of
Lewis
us tonight
too.
talking.
I think that weather's probably got us worked up. I've got a
Mike.
puppy, by the way, y'all. Boo Bradley got a brother for his Christmas present. And his name is Wilson, and Wilson is sleeping, so I'm trying to keep things on a low.
All good.
Alan and Rich have seen 1,000 pictures already.
Yes. Wilson's adorable.
Yeah. He's cute. He's cute. He's a cute puppy. Oh, hey, Mike, thanks for the review of Hunt the Night. Appreciate that. If anyone's reading it, get those reviews out there, good or bad. Get them out
I'm
there.
waiting for paper.
Please.
You got to tell me that paper's got to come out. I want to lean back.
I just want to
That's
do a
the thing,
shout out
Rich,
that Mike
is when
and
you're in
Matt
control-
are reading Chaos Theory. Way to go, guys.
Yeah, appreciate that, fellas.
Oh, that's great.
We got a shout out for
That is great.
Hunt the Night. Mike
That is great.
read that too.
Alan's phenomenal.
Yeah.
I'll let you know.
Yeah, I need to know. I need that
But
paper.
thank you. I will. Oh, the ring went off. That's why we thought Ollie was here. I guess he's supposed
Well,
to
guys, that's going to kind of wrap us up for 2022. This is our last show of the year.
No kidding.
And we're going to come back after
Ooh.
I don't have a calendar, but after the 1st of January, we're going to come back and we're going to do our best of 2022 show, right? Best and worst.
I think
Yes.
this is a fine plan.
Best and worse. Yes.
So are we going to just do movies we've seen or reviewed, or are we going to do like all that we watched?
I don't know. We'll have to figure that out.
And we've got lots of fun
Either
stuff
way.
coming in 2023 for y'all. I'm super excited. We'll be dropping some hints here and there, but I think y'all are going to be pleasantly surprised with some stuff that we have coming your way.
Should be fun.
Yes. Yep. Definitely. So keep tuned
All right.
to us.
Yep. Tune in.
And thank you for
Definitely.
joining us tonight. Thank you for taking your time.
Yeah, we all know we love you guys.
We all appreciate it. All three of us. All four of us.
Yep. Everybody,
So,
wish Scott
Merry Christmas,
Scott
everybody.
a speedy recovery. Merry Christmas, all.
Yes.
Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and all the good stuff in between. Until next time, what do we say?
And a happy.
Take it easy, folks.
Bye, guys.